July, almost. It's the day before the 4th of July. And we're gonna take a walk. And there's Pam. Pam is first up to bat. How you doing, Pam? Pam says hello everyone, but nobody's here. Pam, it's just you and me. I think it's just gonna be you and me today. Nobody else wants to come. All right, well, that's okay. I think any second now we'll have a couple people. Or maybe not, everybody's off for the 4th of July. I see 11 people. Okay, Andrew Duckworth, Kathy Childers, Holly, what's going on? How you doing? Pam and TJ, Teddy, Pamela, here they come. Hey, Tina, Amanda Panda's here. I know that's Amanda Payton. I think it was, hold on a second, I gotta see who that was. That was a different Amanda. Now I lost it. Yeah, Amanda Payton. Hey Trisha, how you doing? How you guys doing? What are you guys up to today? I got ants crawling all over my arms here. Pam's doing great. Yeah, they will miss out. Well, we had a little time together, but now they're coming, the gang. Gang's all here. We're gonna do a really cool walk today on this day before the 4th of July. I'm in Chicago area, and actually we've got a lot of shade here. It's an older cemetery, so we're gonna try to keep it a little cooler on this hot day. It's pretty hot here. I hear down south you guys are getting it pretty bad. I heard it was 112 degrees in Atlanta. Who was I talking today on email? 112 degrees, yikes. Nostalgic 91, what's going on? We have roasting for 2 weeks, Tricia says. Whoa, man, hang in there, guys. Ooh, there's a big turkey vulture circling. They're gonna have me for lunch or for dinner. It's actually more closer to dinner time. Are you guys having fireworks tonight, or is that tomorrow? We're having fireworks in our neighborhood tonight. I think we're gonna go check it out. We were in Wisconsin, came back yesterday to Chicago. This is the first year we're not gonna be up at our cabin, but it's okay. All the kids are like dispersing, doing their own thing, you know, getting older. Happy 4th, Linda. Well, let me switch this around. We'll take a little walk and we'll have a little talk. What do you say? We are at a cemetery. Big surprise, huh? I hope the picture holds out. I've only got 2 bars here. Southern England, fireworks tonight. That means the fireworks are literally a couple of hours away. You guys are 5 or 6 hours ahead of us. Happy 4th to you, Cindy. Luna de Blue, thanks for the $5. Happy 4th to you in SFO. Probably one of my favorite cities. I love San Francisco. John loves the channel. Hey Ron, come to England. Odette says, yeah, you must be new to the channel. We've been making plans for about 1.5 years now. And I'll be there maybe next summer. We'll see. Definitely want to come. It's going to be Scotland and then down from Edinburgh, Glasgow. Actually, I'm going to pivot to Glasgow because we've got a viewer that I connected with, and her father, I think, is a World War II vet. Maybe World War I, I can't remember. But I'm going to try and just make it there just for them. Debbie Butler's here. Happy 4th to you with the flags. Love it. Denise says her mom will be 89 tomorrow. Oh, that's awesome. I hope I make it that long. How's she doing? Is she in good health? I hope so. Sheila, $2, thanks. Not just Sheila, but Sheila 3444. Where are you from? We got Merlene Adams from Canada. Happy 4th. You guys celebrate 4th of July? Oh, we got a rumbling train coming by here. We will get closer to the tracks. You know I like the trains, don't you? I'm doing good, Brian. How are you doing? Adirondacks. Adirondacks, upstate New York. Man, upstate New York is so beautiful. Man, I love upstate New York. Did some episodes there, you know. Carl Sagan and the Twilight Zone man, Rod Serling, and of course the Keller family, Auburn. Didn't want to leave. Oh, it's a freight train. Let's go check it out, guys. Why not? Let's go check it out. I don't think. Hey, Ludi, $5, thank you. See straight ahead, we got a freight train going by. Let's go over there. Jacqueline from Herkimer, New York. Hello from Germany. How's it going? Hey, Trisha. I'm still looking for that thing, Ron. Tommy the cat. That's all right. We got a couple weeks. Holy cow, $50 from Linda. Are you crazy? Thank you so much. Oh, I see coal cars, guys. I'm like a little kid. Let's go see the train. What do you say, guys? Let's go see the train, huh? I think we'll get there in time because, let's see, should we go over here or should we go over here? Let's go over here. See a little pathway. I'm like a little kid with trains. You know, I love the trains. We're not going to get too close. Oh, let's see if we can see through here. Oh, yeah. How about it? Give me Rogers. Let's go. Can you hear the train? Let's get some Johnny Cash, too. You know we love Johnny Cash. I want to be buried next to a train track. Teresa Hill, thanks for the $10. You know, I want to be buried by the train. Let's get a little bit closer here. Oh, yeah. Got it. Thank you, SSC. $1.49. KW, $5. Thank you. You know, we're still burning coal. You see that? That's coal cars. Who's burning coal? I thought we're all done with that. Happy 4th from Dallas, Walter. How are you? God bless our troops, Mary says. Yeah, that's right. To wherever they are. Nostalgia 91. What do you got, a train story there? There's a lot of train stories. Best trip ever. Oh, you went to, oh, there's the engine. There goes the rear engine. Darn it, I should have stayed. Hey, look at this. See, we're just stumbling along here. It says the butterfly garden. Isn't that nice? Don't mow. Hey, Crimson Topaz, $5, thank you. Isn't this nice? I don't see any butterflies though. Gregory Clayton in for 50. Wow, you guys are crazy. You don't have to do that much. That's really cool though. I've got another grave we're gonna do where we have a viewer whose mom is unmarked and ran out of time, and they are going to disinter her and put her in some common mass grave because they haven't paid. I just can't believe that still happens. So we are going to work on that one. And the statue for Joseph Reinholz is being manufactured. It's all underway. I checked with Frank Troost. That's going to cost about $6,000+. And I'm just going to be about half from me and half from our channel. So appreciate it. You guys should be proud because we're going to have Joe Reinholz. And then again, just a couple of quick updates. Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer, if you're here, I have not seen the final schematic design for the Keller Auburn stone that we're buying. Thanks, Bia or B, for 20 bucks. Happy 4th to you. I'll try to look at that tonight or tomorrow. So we're buying that gravestone, and then Jeanette Stevens, one of the babes of Inglewood. $2 from Mama. Oh, I recognize your picture. Thank you. Where is the U.S. abandoned president's head? I don't know what you're talking about. I must have missed something there. But anyway, we have got some stuff going. Linda Schallback's with us. Hello from California, Stockton area. My mom always had butterfly gardens. I'll bet you have a lot of butterflies out there, huh? I only saw like a white butterfly just a few minutes ago. Hope we run across a few. Looking to a steak, corn on the cob. Oh man, you're making me hungry. Cynthia, I love that. Let's have a barbecue. Do you know what? You just gave me an idea. What do you guys think if we have a Faces of the Forgotten barbecue? Like a virtual barbecue, but a real barbecue that I'll have for us, and you guys can watch me eat. No. How can we do that? We got to have a Faces of the Forgotten barbecue with ribs. Yeah, Trisha, we'll have ribs. Nostalgic, $5, thank you. Thank you for the $5. Very generous, you guys, all the money. We've got some new Patreon members that came on board. Durwood's here, $5, thanks Dur. Great to have you, my buddy Dur, my neighbor, actually. Let's go look over here. Zoom. Want me to zoom in? Is that what you're asking? Oh, here's some cool. So this is a pretty big cemetery. Where am I? I'll tell you later. But it's a place that I just found. How does Cody do with the fireworks? Cody does good, actually. She does not get scared at all. But my other lab, she's older, she's about 11. Her name's Sadie. She's named after Wyatt Earp's wife, Josephine Marcus Earp. Sadie. Susanna, thanks for the 20 bucks. Thanks for cheering us up, recovering from COVID. Oh man, my best friends, Jackie O, thanks for the 2 from England. My best friends are recovering right now from COVID up north to the Zerantes. The Zerante family. Hope you guys are feeling better soon. Seems like a lot of people are still getting that. I have a Sadie. She's scared of thunder. Yeah, our Sadie does not like. We have anxiety pills from her, from the vet, and it seems to help, but not all the way. It would be fun to meet the family, Doreen says. You all seem really cool. We do have a cool group here, I gotta tell you. But I wanna do a barbecue sometime. And it's gotta be with a Weber. It's gotta be with what kind of grill? A Weber grill, right? The bucket, the bowl. Gotta use a Weber. My dad, it was always the Weber grill. And a little mesquite. What do you guys think? We'll have a Face of the Forgotten barbecue. I was thinking, God, it would be cool to do it at a cemetery. Would that be weird? I don't think that's allowed. My dogs are unfazed, Star Spangled. Hey, Star Spangled. Everybody, Star Spangled. Hey, I don't know if you got my email, man, but we found that grave. And I shot the video this morning. I think I'm gonna premiere it next Sunday night. Guys, next Sunday night, gonna be a really good one from the 1800s. A really crazy story of a husband and wife. And it took, I went to 7 cemeteries looking for this gravestone, because the person on Find a Grave, I'm not gonna say her name, put the wrong cemetery. And she put the wrong cemetery for other people that are at this cemetery. Like, how can you screw that up? And it really sent me on a wild goose chase, but I had to find it. I was like, I'm gonna find this grave. How's the picture, guys? It's really beautiful here. I hope we have a good picture. But Star Spangled, shout out, found that story for us. Speaking of stories for Sunday night, tonight is with Harmin. You guys, what's this? A new vid? The Crying Angel. Your video of the Crying Angel in Carolina freaked me out. I can't even remember. I know the Haserot Angel. Crying Angel in Carolina. I can't even remember which one that is. Picture's great. Awesome. Cool. So Harmin, all right, listen to this. I'm going to let you guys know what's going on. Harmin and I, we did 3 episodes together, 2 on his channel. That'll probably come out in the next couple of weeks. He's a great guy, by the way. Oh yeah, that's not Carolina. That's Council Bluffs and the Black Angel, the 2 Black Angels. But anyway, Harmin and I really hit it off. He's such a great guy, real easygoing, super humble guy. Got a great technique. So we did 2 episodes on his channel together, and it was just fun. It was just plain fun. And then the episode you're going to see tonight is the one episode that I did with Harmin on my channel. And we discovered something, as you saw, that blue barrel. And the authorities, just so everyone knows, we did contact the authorities, starting with 911 to get to the right. But there is a small chance, I'm like, immediately thought, like, you know who that could be. You know, what are the odds? I mean, the odds are pretty low, but you'll see, it's pretty freaky, guys. But yeah, watch the episode tonight with Harmin. He has a channel called Infamous Crime Locations, and that was kind of why we went there, because it was a infamous crime location. Of course, all 3 videos we did were infamous crime locations. All right, I'm into the sun here. It's going to be hard to read what you guys are saying, but Sue cannot wait. Happy 4th to Daniel. Yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend. What are you guys all doing besides barbecue and fireworks? Went to see a movie last night called Elvis, or Elvis Presley. What's the movie called? I don't even know. I got to tell you, I got to recommend that movie. I'm not a big Elvis fan. I mean, he's okay, but I was not an Elvis follower. But I always like biography stories. And the movie really exceeded my expectations. Very sad story. I'm not going to be a spoiler, but it's a pretty sad deal with him. What a sad story. Used and abused. Used and abused. Fame does not always equate to happiness, as we know, right? Good picture, Tricia? What's, Trisha. Sorry about that. The Elvis movie has been a moderate success here, Thomas Van Dorn says. Yeah, I thought it was good. Did you guys see Top Gun? Saw Top Gun last week. And of course, you know, being a pilot, I got to be really critical. So I do have a big criticism, although I like the movie. Have most of you guys seen Top Gun? I don't want to be a spoiler, but at the beginning, there's a really stupid, like something that could never happen. I was really expecting, they really did, from what I understand, a lot of research. They got a lot of things right on the way it would really be. You know, as you fly those jets and all the stuff. Oh yeah, everybody, we've got Britton here. His dog passed away Friday in his arms. Sorry, Britton. I am so sorry to hear that, man. There's nothing worse than, well, there is something worse, but it's pretty bad to lose your pup, your beloved dog. Sorry about that. Tommy the cat didn't even like the first Top Gun. Are you an anti-Cruise, Tom Cruise guy? Well, I don't like Tom Cruise in his personal life, but I think he does pretty good. Mission Impossible. I'll be watching that. They do pretty good on those movies. Jennifer Reed, we're going to party at your grave like it's 1959. Or is it 1969? All right, what is it? 1959 or 1969? Oh my God. I'm very dyslexic, everybody. It's like in that video of the Ashleys, Nancy Ashley, and I said at the gravestone, instead of executor, I think I said executor. I don't even know, but boy, did I get the hate comments. And the grammar granny. Sorry, but I don't have an editing team like the documentary channels. I'm just a guy in a camera on. Sometimes you know, I would love to follow these people, the grammar grannies of the world, and follow them all day. And then when they like flub, just, you know, we're just talking. Oops, you said it wrong. You said the wrong word. Rah, 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 rah. Anyway. Has your story came out about your plane being found? No. No information. You guys, I told you at first, but here's what's happening. I'm pretty sure the NSTV is on it, and it'll be weeks. Well, the NSTV, it'll be a year or two, but I'm not sure what's going on with that. Hey, there's Granny. There's a granny that does not support the grammar police. I love it. Where are we? What cemetery is this? I don't know. It's in Chicago area. I'll tell you later. Remind me. I'll tell you like near the end for sure. It's a beautiful old cemetery. And you know, what's unusual about this cemetery, guys, is that, you know, most cemeteries have the old section and then they have the new section. And this cemetery is all old. So guess what? No one's here. I've been here a couple times and I've yet to see a living soul here, which is just the way I like it. Famous people here? There is one, I think I'll remember where he is. He is a Union Army brevet brigadier general. I know a little bit about him from memory. We'll see if we can stumble upon his grave. I'm hoping another train, guys. I'm hoping another train comes, because right over here, the whole cemetery, if I hear a train, I'm gonna run over again. Hope that's okay. But right over there is the whole length of the cemetery, all the way down there, all the way where we were, train track. And when I was here last time, there was a really cool commuter train. It was like a bullet train almost. Look at the Brewster Monument. Oh, is this beautiful? Set in the pines. Isn't this great? Sue, you're right. What more do we need? What more do we need? Like I said, I want to be buried like I would be, a natural burial right here under this pine tree with the Brewsters. But I'm sure there's no plots left at this cemetery. There's not one tombstone that is later than the 1960s here. Send me some rain to California, Luna de Blue says. Yeah, we actually need rain here, and I think this coming week it's gonna rain all week. Florida's getting the rain. Come on, Florida. Daryl, send it up here, man. Don't you love those old tombstones? I'm gonna keep an eye on if there are openings. Not that I wanna stand on the railroad tracks, but I like to get close. Not too close to be dangerous, but. What's up, Amy? What's up, Tara? Winter Wolf is here. Brewster was born July 4th. I love that. Oh, I didn't even notice that, really? How cool is that? You guys are so observant. Well, I'm glad we got a good picture. So again, shout out to Harmin. Tonight's episode is with the H-Man, Infamous Crime Locations. It's a really unspontaneous, went to the location of where a guy in, I think it was 82, was buried alive, kidnapping. And we found the location in the woods where it happened. Of course, he was dead, but then we found something else, which you guys saw. Look at this. Searles, S-E-A-R-L-S. Maybe you guys can check a little bit on that. Put a quarter on the tracks. Yeah, right on. Hey, John, 808, what's going on? You got a beer on me? Put a quarter on the tracks. That's what we used to do as kids. Wasn't that fun? Quarters, pennies. And would smash them. You know, a little trivia on the trains here. You always wonder why the trains cannot stop. If you think about it, There is, you know, the train wheel and the track, steel on steel, right? And if you think about it, all of that weight is only bearing on like that much, you know, as the wheel, the radius of the wheel meets the track, the smooth rail. I don't know what it is, but it's like less than an inch. So when you try to stop, there is no friction. And that's why trains, did you know this? Trains cannot exceed an incline of more than, I think it's 6 degrees, which is like nothing. But they can't, you know, the wheels will start spinning. Now, of course, every train car has its own brake, which is crucial, but that's why it takes trains so long to stop. So here's an opening to the tracks. Contact patch. So anyway, this was Emily. Thought you guys would like this one. 7 degrees throws the balance off, literally. Britain, you know about trains, amen? Yeah, you never think of it that way, right? You would never think of that. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll take a quick look at this one, then I'm gonna duck back to the shade. Trying to keep in the shade here. Hey, from Colorado. Jeep Girls here. Shannon Burns, how you doing? Yeah, poison ivy. You know how you can identify poison ivy? That leaf looks like it has, each leaf has like a cut in it on the outside. You need to watch out for the, and that's why I'm like not walking in there, let me tell you. Can you guys read that? 1801. I see an 1801. Maybe pause it. Got a good picture still. Look at the flowers back here. Isn't this nice? Granny's a train brat. My dad was a railroader. Whoa, I stepped in a huge hole. Holy cow, I almost fell down. What is this? Oh my God, look what I stepped in, guys. I stepped in that. I'm lucky I didn't twist my ankle up. My whole forearm almost disappeared in there. All right, I'm gonna have to watch where I'm going. Now here's signs of human visitation. Now what language is that, guys? 1907, 1945, so it's, you know, a young person in their mid-30s, a mother. What is that? Is that Ukraine? Somebody's been here with flowers. Looks like a rabbit hole, careful. Yeah, rabbit hole or a muskrat hole. Oh, this would be a good cemetery for little Jimmy. Just let him cruise. I like taking the little Jimmy and let him cruise at eye level like this, going cruising by the tombstones, hopefully don't crash. Although little Jimmy's got little little sensors to avoid, but it doesn't all, if you're going fast, he'll still crash. I lost one drone, little Jimmy, early on in St. Louis, number, what is it? You know the St. Louis episode? Yeah, I lost him in there. I had to get a young guy to help me out for some cash. He hopped the wall and got little Jimmy out. That's right. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that. I just thought I'd tell you because Harmin and I were laughing. Harmin lost his drone, he'll tell you, last week in Illinois. It just flew off. It just said, catch you later, buddy. I'm just leaving. Love your book recommendation, Ron. This is from Susan Hurl. Lindbergh. Oh, yeah. The Hartford Circus Fire, I don't think I recommended that one, but the Lindbergh, her name, Lisa, I can't remember, that's a really good book. I don't recommend many books, but if like Nita Gould's book on remembering Ella, the Ella Barnum, that is a crazy story. By the way, I have to tell you, Nita, shout out to Nita Gould, who's the author of Ella's book. That's from the Ozarks, that murder. She is really helping me with my book. She actually has a manuscript of my book that she is reviewing right now on vacation. How cool is that? just as a friend. And she also turned me on to a quasi-publisher, self-publisher that I'm gonna probably work with. So thanks, Nita, very cool. You guys should check her book out under the link on Amazon, under that, well, I have the link on the episode on Ella Barnum in the Ozarks. Ooh, that was a spooky murder, man. They hung that guy. Otis, what did you do? Ron, go get some good Chicago pizza. Oh, I always have Chicago pizza. We got pizza all over here. Good stuff, thanks, yeah. I don't do well with pizza anymore. It gives me a stomach ache. Britton says the Sioux line runs downtown. Do it someday, yeah. Well, you know what we got to do? After the holidays here, Britton, we got to do the Ruth Ann Wanderer. We got to do that story, man. Jennifer, thanks for the 10 bucks. I'm doing good today, Missy Scott. How are you? Nowhere near 100 in Atlanta. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Greg. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Lou Malnati's. You want to hear a funny story about Lou Malnati's? Now, Mark Malnati, who I think is still alive, is a friend of mine. I haven't seen him since college. We used to hang out. And when they first started that thing called Chicago Fest, which I think is now Lollapalooza, it was at Navy Pier. I was an architect, and Mark said, hey, design my stand for me. So he would always come to the Ground Round, which was where I was a cook. That's how we met. And Lou Malnati's on Lincoln Avenue was down the street. So Mark, his brother, was a basketball player. We'd all hang out, have party. We'd party all summer. This is in like the late 70s. And what a great guy, Mark Malnati. Mark, if you ever see this, Ron Carlson, remember I worked at the Ground Round, we used to party, and he had some great parties, and then I lost touch with him. But the Malnati's pizza is great pizza. Great pizza. Still go there. I should look him up someday. That's right, the peanut shell's on the floor. And I was the guy who swept the peanuts, Britton. You know, do you know who swept the peanuts? The cook. I was the cook. You know, when I worked there, it was summers from college. And they, you know, and you can't just sweep the peanuts aside. You have to get every peanut shell. Can you believe that? Hey, Kathy, 20 bucks, thank you. Yeah, it's too bad the Ground Round isn't around anymore. What's that other place? Barnaby's. You ever go to Barnaby's Pizza? There's still one in Schaumburg or Hoffman Estates there. It used to be, of course, I grew up in Niles, Illinois, so I go to Barnaby's. You cooked the Ground Round? Yeah. Teriyaki steaks. I have to tell you about my story at the Ground Round. So I would take offense when people would send their food back sometimes. I never spit in anybody's food, or I never peed on anyone's food. It happens. But one time this guy sent a teriyaki steak back twice that I had cooked pretty good. It's not well done, it's not well done. So I threw it in the microwave for like 3 minutes, and I put it on the grill. I turned it into like a hockey puck. And he didn't send it back. So there. I was about 19 or 20 years old then. Ponderosa, Jacqueline, Summit. Yeah. Well, after all those places, you had all these new places like Ponderosa and Sizzler, right? What's the Aussie? Outback. All the same, Applebee's. Same kind of stuff, right? Did I catch Kathy? I did catch you for your donation, right? I'm seeing a thank you. I don't want to miss it. Yeah, I got Kathy for 20. Kathy said, for another headstone from Norma's family. Oh, thank you. Is that Norma's family who we bought that headstone for? $20 from Tammy. Tammy's in the house. Thank you. Oh yeah, Bonanza. Larry Borgstrom was at Barnaby's. They had him in Calumet City? No way. They were around, weren't they? Kelbell Tell Bella for $3. Thank you. Western Sizzler. Now you guys are making me hungry. I want to get into that barbecue mood again. Did you know that in 2 weeks is our 2-year anniversary? Guys, 2 weeks from now, on July 15th, I haven't done anything for this. I should do something, right? July 15th is Face of the Forgotten 2 years. I started it just under 2 years ago, and on July 15th, it will be exactly 2 years. The very first episode of Aliska Perubek, the 4-year-old who was killed. And people go, why, how did you start this channel? It was just on a whim that I wanted to visit this girl's grave. I said, I'll bring a camera along. What the heck? But that was, it's coming up on 2 years. You got to celebrate. I mean, if you were to ask me on that day, would be at 200,000 subscribers, I would have laughed at you. I would have laughed. I never would have believed it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, 2 weeks. We'll have to do something. Maybe it'll just be something on the live. Thanks, Jacqueline. Thank you. Jennifer, $10. Thank you. The first video you watched, Granny, the coffin with his eyes open. Oh, that has so many views. It must be the picture of him on the thumbnail. That has so many views. And everyone's like, he's dead, he's alive, he's dead. Mostly everybody's dead. He's definitely dead. He is freaky looking. That's at Mount Carmel. Thank you, Sandra, for the $5. Appreciate it, with the little foxy fox. Thanks on the congratulations. Barbecue tonight. Yes, Penny. Let's do a barbecue tonight. Can we? Can we do ribs? Guys, 8 p.m. And I wonder if Harmin, we'll use Harmin's rib sauce. Harmin, I hope Harmin comes tonight to the, Harmin is the star of tonight's episode at 8 p.m. Central Time. The blue barrel that we found, but actually the episode's not about the blue barrel. That was just something we stumbled upon and had to call the police. Still don't know what the deal is. Of course, the police aren't talking. You know, they're not gonna call me up and go, here's what we found. But it was pretty darn eerie, and you'll see it tonight live where it just like happened. But it's a pretty amazing, crazy, intriguing, horrifying story of a guy named Stephen Small, who was kidnapped by these two horrible people. And oh, I'm on a rant. Here we go. I'm on my rant. You know what I'm going to rant about? People getting on parole that have killed people. Life in prison does not mean life in prison. But I always thought in the last few years, you hear now it's life without parole. Well, guess what? Life without parole doesn't mean even life. It's all stupid because of parole boards. So I shot a story yesterday in central Wisconsin of a woman who right now got out 2 years ago, who when she was 34, she stabbed a granny of a store almost 60 times, if not more than 60 times to death. And she's out right now. And let me tell you, I'm laying it on these parole boards. In fact, I'm trying to find out with some help of some of our friends here, who are those parole board members? I already have the name of the PR person who made the stupid, oh, and guess what? She was in crochet class, crochet club in prison, the crochet club in Wisconsin. And that asserted, that assessment counted towards her release because she completed programs, okay? So anyway, I'm not gonna go too far into it. But anyway, the story before, like tonight's story is the same kind of thing. That woman just got out. Her name is Nancy Risch, R-I-S-H. You can look her up. She's on Facebook. She's having a ball. I didn't know what we were doing. I was young. It was my boyfriend's fault. Oh, don't get me started. Parole boards, worthless. Who are these people? They're in hiding. Thank you, Ann, for the 20 bucks. That is very generous. I don't know if I missed anyone else on my little rant. If I did, thank you. Don't get me going on that. It's the one thing I just makes me crazy. I think if you kill someone, you go away. Well, I'm pro death sentence, but you shouldn't be getting out of prison. Come on. You know, that guy's grave is right around here somewhere. He's a general. I'll find it. Amanda says sometimes the parole boards don't think about the severity of the crimes. Well, I agree with you, but here's the other thing. And I'm not going to get into our daughter, but the woman that killed our daughter in Colorado, and she did it on purpose, let me tell you. I analyzed the road, everything she had on. She was trying to commit suicide. And she can sue me. Her name's Tinner, T-I-N-N-E-R. You can go look it up. My daughter's name, Milena Kistner, K-I-S-T-N-E-R. Go Google it. She didn't get jack for punishment. She played the whole crybaby game in the courtroom. And the woman judge, not whether it's a man or a woman, but the judge just fell for it. And here's the point. Here's the reason I'm bringing it up. It is more about, it's less about the victim, but it's more about the person and their rehabilitation. That's more important to these people. You know, and it's not the victim. The victim is the criminal. That's how they look at it. Oh, they've rehabilitated. They're in prison. They're remorseful. They're the victim. They should be let out because they can lead constructive lives. I don't give a crap if they can lead to constructive lives. This is about punishment. Give me a break. Crochet class. Crochet class, or crochet, oh no, it's not class. It's even better, it's crochet club in prison. And then you hear me talk about the Victory Gardens and that prisoner that killed the actress at the doorstep. He works at the Victory Garden. He gets to grow plants in prison. Oh, don't get me started. You did get me started. I gotta stop. Anyway, you'll hear about a little of that tonight. Criminals deserve their punishment. That's right. No cash bail, Lynn says. I agree. All I know is I'm getting hungry for ribs on the barbecue. 4th of July ribs. Let's look at this monument over here. We need to stop and look at some stuff. I'm looking for, by the way, what's your favorite movie? You know, speaking of Elvis and Top Gun, my two movies, I'll give you two. Have you seen Gladiator with Russell Crowe? Russell Crowe is one of my favorite actors. I think he turned into a fat blob though. I don't know if he's still working. I saw his Twitter. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. He used to be a cool dude. But anyway, the other movie I love is Prometheus. And you know, I love the sci-fi, but I think Prometheus is I'm waiting for Ridley Scott to come out with the next one that was supposed to come out in 2016. I don't know if it's ever gonna come out. Prometheus. So what do you got? What's your favorite movie? 10 Commandments? Oh, Ben-Hur, 10 Commandments. Both with, what's his face? Charlton Heston, right? The Outlaw Josie Wales, for sure. I can watch those all day, those spaghetti westerns. Clint Eastwood. Lee Van Cleef, right? Love it. Dr. Zhivago. Oh, God, that's a great movie. That's chilling. You feel like you're in a time machine in Russia. Remember that ice house in that movie? Or when it was filled with icicles? That's all I remember. And Omar Sharif was pretty amazing. What else we got? The Green Mile, yeah. The Sound of Music, this thing. The Green Mile, that was freaky. Tom Hanks, right? And then all that stuff came out of his mouth. Yeah, who thinks up some of this stuff? Spartacus with Kirk Douglas, Nancy, right? Kirk Douglas, Apollo 13. Last Mohicans, Dark Knight, yeah. Love the Forrest Gump was pretty good, but not, come on, what's the epic movies? Give me an epic movie here. Taps, 1981. Yeah, Forrest Gump was pretty. Calamity Jane, Beetlejuice. Yeah, Beetlejuice. That was crazy. Very creative. Backbeat Rhythm's in for $5. Backbeat Rhythm, by the way, is the person who suggested the Nancy Ashley story that just came out, which, by the way, has almost 200,000 views. See, you just never know. I never would have predicted that. Pretty Woman, yep. True Grit. You know, we did the real True Grit, not John Wayne, but the real guy, Rooster Cogburn in Arkansas. Oh, The Exorcist. I got to tell you guys about The Exorcist. All right, let me just tell you about that. Now here's, oh my God, I'm getting me excited here. Now listen to this. Listen to this, guys. All right, here's the deal. I got to focus. If you haven't seen it, I did an episode on the real Exorcist a couple of years ago, almost. And I went to the grave of Brother Felix Bettendorf, who was one of the priests who assisted the three main priests, blah, 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 blah. This is in St. Louis, the real story, the boy, who has been identified, of course, Ronald, whatever, that just came out this year. But my point is this, is I am the one who, I got in the Alexian Brothers Hospital archives, and they have still saved some of the things from the room, and I talk about it. And one of the things is a statue of Michael the Archangel. I will never forget it, and that's when Brother Felix, he was really old. I think it's just before he died. He's like, don't touch it, because I was going to touch it. But anyway, I am trying to get back in there, and I'm very close to getting back in there to see the archive, and if I can, I'm going to take you guys with to see the artifacts from the room. Of course, they tore the hospital wing down because the nurses, no one would go in there after the boy was supposedly cured. I'm gonna, that's gonna be my part 2 to The Exorcist. But I'm gonna tell you one other thing about The Exorcist. We can't play that in our house, and I don't want even my young sons to see it. It is the most evil movie and scary movie. Scares the crap out of me still. They did a fantastic job with that movie. Oh, here's the grave of that general. I recognize this monument here. Frank Rogers, yeah. Frank Carey Rogers. So this guy was in the Civil War. Oh yeah, here's his stone. He's with his wife, Jody. He was a Civil War Union brevet brigadier general I was mentioning. He was a lawyer here in we're in Lake County, I'll tell you that. The guy fights at Shiloh. He gets 4 wounds. He goes to Champion Hills. He's wounded 3 times there. And then he goes on to the Atlanta campaign. This is Josephine. A real hero. Rest in peace. Thank you for your service. And let me see if we can read any of this. Yeah, here's, I'll read it for you. I don't know if you can see it. I cannot see my screen. If someone is sending money, thank you. George C. Rogers, November 22nd, 1839. February 28th, 1915, Brigadier General and Colonel, 15th Illinois Volunteer Infantry, Civil War, 1861, 1865. There's Josie, his wife, March 7th, 1849, and November 8th, 1911. And as I recall, Josie was born, I think she was born in Ireland or England, I can't remember which, but not born here. Oh, it's getting hot. I got to get in the shade. Dirty Harry Deadpool. Yeah, John, that's a good one. Lisa says, no, I do not watch Exorcist. Well, I don't blame you. It's a truly scary movie. Ron, I just read all about Milena. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we have a foundation for her. And you guys don't have to send me notes and stuff on that. I appreciate it, but we'll just leave it be. It's just a reminder. But I thought I'd share that because it makes me angry. People left and right, they get away with crime because it's about rehab. It's about them, not about the victims. So it's a wonderful life, somebody said. Now that is a wonderful life, Jacko. I thought you were talking about the movie It's a Wonderful Life. That's a pretty cool movie. Mega Bad Girl, $10, thank you. Mega Bad Girl's laughing her LOL off. Here in Kentucky, a lot of history. Oh yeah, we've done some Kentucky, you know. I've done some Kentucky stuff. Exorcist is only a movie, JT. No, it's not. No, I know it's only a movie, but it's based on a true story. And I can vouch for it firsthand because I'm actually an expert in it. Because the Alexian brothers were clients of mine. I'm an architect. And I've been privileged to talk to people that are now deceased that were there. Firsthand. This is not secondhand, guys. That really happened. To a Sound of Music. Did you see my episode on the Sound of Music in Vermont? We went to the family's grave. If you haven't seen it and you want to know about the Sound of Music, the real family, you can just do a search. Google search. I've got over 400 episodes I saw. Ashley just passed my butt. Our Facebook. Ashley handles our Facebook, and just, I think Ashley, you're probably at 6.5 thousand now. My Instagram's at 6.3, I think. So she is like blown. Fiddler on the Roof, yeah, isn't that what Barbara Streisand? Hell on the Border, Fort Smith, yeah. I just did Pearl Star. Belle Starr's daughter. We talked about Fort Smith, Arkansas. Judge Parker, the hanging judge. Love that history. I have not gotten to Fort Smith yet. Yeah, Ellen, you have to see my episode. Go search for The Real Exorcist. It was a boy. And actually his identity has just been released because he died last year or earlier this year. Ronald something. He worked for NASA. That's right, Amanda. Don't mess with the Ouija board. That's how it all started. Yeah, Stephen King movies are all good. Hey, Christina, thanks for the $20. Very cool. You guys are so generous. Yentl with Barbara Streisand, Sue says. I heard that movie was a bomb. Like, not in a good way. Independence Day, wasn't that with Will Smith? How about that movie with Will Smith with the zombies? That freaked me out. Was it I Am Legend? Is that the one? Oh man, that movie freaked me out. What other movies? Gran Torino. Yeah, that's a more recent Clint Eastwood. Oh, we got a train. I hear a train horn. I'm gonna kind of angle in case it's coming this way. Thank you, Jacqueline, for the $5. Jacqueline says, if I can, oh, I'm in the sun here. Let's Scare Jessica to Death. It's an old 70s vampires film. Love those vampire stories, guys. All right, we gotta make our way towards the train tracks in case there's a train coming. There's a cool crypt over here too. See that? Let's get over this way. I hear the horn way out. I don't know if it's got to be coming this way. Oh, I hear the rumbling. I hear the rumbling. In the Heat of the Night. Yeah, John, that was good. That was a good one. Sue loves the whistle. Sue's like me. She's commented before on that. Raging Bull. Who is Raging Bull? Is that, who is the actor? Oh, there's definitely Saturday Night Fever, John Travolta. There's definitely a train coming, I think. There's an open, it looks like there's an opening over here. Let's just get ready. There's a crypt anyway to look at here. I don't know if there's much to look at. It says Brewster. The Edge. Oh, The Edge. Who brought that up? Bola. The Edge is one of my third favorite movie. Because of course that plane, the plane that hit the goose or the geese, that's the plane I owned, the de Havilland Beaver, for 15 years. That's the one I flew to the Arctic. Thank you. For $20, that would be, I can hardly read it. Carlene? Thank you. Yeah, let me get out of the sun. Hold on a second. Let me get in the shade because I want to read your name because we're in the glare here. We're getting some mosquitoes here. That is, yeah, Kareen Nebel. Thank you for the 20 bucks. No, I guess the train is not coming. Well, let's look at this crypt over here. I think it's just nameplates. Nothing much to see. Well, you can look up the Brewsters. Eleanor Jane Brewster, born Waukegan, Illinois, died February 11th, 1934. Eva Mary Brewster died 1934 also. Both on February 11th. Okay, there's got to be a story to this, guys. Both deaths are on the same day. We have Marshall Brewster, died 1918 on June 8th, and Eleanor. But you guys got to figure this out. Help me figure this out. Who were these two? Eleanor and Eva died on the same day. Could be, typically that could be an accident, crash, a fire. It probably wasn't disease. Another interesting monument here. Roots, Edith says. Yep, that was good. Touch of evil. I swear I hear a train. Oh, it's coming. Let's see where we can see. It's coming fast, guys. Here it comes. There's an opening here. You can catch the engine. Oh, it's gonna be hard to see here, guys. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3. That thing's going like 70. That thing's going like 70 miles an hour. Holy cow. We're just chasing trains here on Face of Forgotten. We just are chasing trains. That's all we do. Here's a neat monument. Let's take a look here while I look at your comments. Oh, another great movie, Rose, Schindler's List. That one makes me choke up big time. The stones at the end when all the people come. That's when I watched that movie. That's when I learned about the Jews put the stone on as a sign of respect. You know, I got to tell you something. My grandfather, so my family background is, I'm German. I was born in Wiesbaden. My grandfather on my mom's side, Kramer, Kramer. Unfortunately, that's a common name because I would love to find out more about my family on the side, but he fought under Rommel. I think I've mentioned it before. But my grandfather was kind of like a little miniature, kind of like Oskar Schindler, in that they were rich. They owned a chain of department stores in Germany, and they were wealthy. And when the war came, he had Jewish friends. And they were grocers and merchants. And they took their assets in their store and they put them in the care of my grandfather. And he watched over their stores and their assets through the war. And he came out of the war. And my grandfather, just as many, had to face some persecution after the war. And these Jewish men came back from America only because they had emigrated here before, they were smart, only to clear my grandfather, to say, this man's a hero. So Adolf Kramer, unfortunately, his first name's Adolf like Hitler, but it was a common name. Adolf Kramer, there's just, there's a million Adolf Kramers, so there's no way we're gonna find out that whole story. But I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah, and Frank, I would love to do that. They don't allow cameras in there. I did go to the Anne Frank house, and that was very, very moving. In Amsterdam, they have bicycles everywhere. Like the whole street is just bicycles. Okay, let's move out of here. I'm looking for the next shady spot. It's getting very hot out here. I am starting to drip. And I'm getting very hungry. Penny, can you tell us what we are gonna have with the ribs tonight? Can you just give us a teaser on the menu for our premiere, Under the Stars? Although tonight it's going to be under the fireworks. I should have put some fireworks in the video, right? Nah, that would be cheesy. But anyway, we'll just pretend. Das Boot, yeah. Das Boot. Peach cobbler, you know peach cobbler's my favorite with a little vanilla ice cream. Yeah, Liam Neeson did pretty good. Now, Liam Neeson, didn't he get himself in trouble by getting racist or something? He like ruined his reputation. I don't know the story on that, but he was talking about something he shouldn't have been talking about. 1776. Southern barbecue at my house. Yeah, Amsterdam. Sheila was in Amsterdam. And you said you also went to the Anne Frank house. It was a very moving experience. Even, you know, when you see her book, her diary, right? Can't touch it, but it's right there under glass. Very cool. Silence of the Lambs, Pam, Apocalypse Now. Yeah, we talked about the Green Mile already. Any news on your plane? No, I already mentioned, no new news. It's going to be a while. When the NSTB gets involved, they don't talk about it. They don't let anybody in. It's going to be a while, but I thought I'd let you guys know. I'm hoping to get some of my personal belongings back. But I don't own the... oh yeah, The Sixth Sense, Kareen. That was a really intriguing movie, The Sixth Sense. You guys see that movie? That was a great movie. I'm getting hungry too, you know. Speaking of that, I'd want a big twice-baked potato. Does anybody like twice-baked potatoes and a little garlic bread maybe? How about a little garlic bread? Let's just really pile it on. Twice-baked potato, maybe some veggies. What are we having for veggies tonight? Oh, Shawshank Redemption, Yellow Rose of Texas. How could I forget that movie? Oh my God. When I first saw that movie, my mouth was like hanging open. Heartbreak Ridge, yeah, that was pretty good. Lemon Popsicle, John, I never heard of that one. What's? Oh, I thought that was a movie. You're talking about dessert tonight. Are you? Asparagus, yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. But asparagus on the grill. Dances with Wolves, yep. Oh my God, you guys are naming them. Saving Private Ryan, Johnny Cash. Oh man, great movies, guys. Oh, Lemon was the movie, John? Okay, I haven't heard of that. Oh, another, Susanna's really hitting my favorites. The Final Countdown. You know I love time travel. How cool was that ending in that movie? I won't be a spoiler, but guys, go watch. It's an older movie. I think that's with Kirk Douglas too. The Final Countdown. Now that is, Mary Mahaffey went to the real Helen Keller house. That's, oh, Billy Jack. Do you know what's funny? Whenever and I almost did it in the video that I shot yesterday. I almost did a Billy Jack, which I love that movie, Billy Jack, that old one movie, the original. And when I talk about this parole and these killers getting off, I want to say, it gets me so mad. And then I want to do one of those, Billy Jack kicks right in the face of the parole board. Or the judge. That's what I always think of, the Billy Jack. Remember when he's standing there and he's like face to face with that old fat guy or the judge or whoever he is, and the guy's like blah, 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 and he looks at me and goes, I just want to, and then he just like spins over and kicks the guy right in the face, Billy Jack. He's dead now. I would have done his grave, but as I recall, he is cremated, and I don't do cenotaphs, I only do graves. I'm sure he has a cenotaph somewhere. Oh, by the way, right on, you mentioned William Dafoe, Aiden. William Dafoe is one of my top two. Russell Crowe and William Dafoe. And Field of Dreams, yeah, that's a good one too. But William Dafoe is my other favorite actor. Fatal Attraction, yeah, that was with Douglas, right? Son of Kirk. Michael Douglas, it would be, right? The Hunt for Red October, very good. Sean Connery, as I recall, and Alec Baldwin, the crazy man. How about the story about Alec Baldwin? Apocalypse Now, yep. The Shining, of course, Jack Nicholson, very good. But how about Alec Baldwin? What a creep, in my opinion. Just the stuff I've heard. Basic Instinct, The Patriot, The Sting, Grapes of Wrath. Oh yeah, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Very good. Alpert, is it? Can't read. I got the sun in my eye. I got to get back in the shade here. Keep going, guys. This is fun. These are some great movies. And you know what's good is you're reminding me of some movies to rewatch. Because I call it show hell. I start clicking. Let's watch a movie. And I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling. And then it's an hour later and I'm still scrolling through horrible movies. And I call it show hell. And then I don't watch. Oh, Stand By Me. With the train, of course, right? Goodfellas is another good one. How about Casino? Megan Orr, Stand By Me was fantastic. That's another one I want to watch again. What a, that brings you back to that adventure, your childhood, the railroad tracks, the dead body. Sink the Bismarck, Casablanca, there's some good old ones. Van Damme movies. Buddy Holly story, yeah, Amanda, that's a good one. Walking Tall, I did the story of the real guy down there. I think it was Kentucky. What was his name? I can't remember his name. Who's the Walking Tall guy? What's his name? God, I cannot remember his name. What's the Walking Tall guy? The big guy with the not the guy who not The Rock. I'm talking about the real guy. He played himself too. Buford Pusser. Thank you, Norman. Buford Pusser. I did that episode at his grave. He was one of the ones I really wanted to do. Yeah, Alec is a jerk. Susanna, I talked about Gladiator. That is one of my two favorite movies. Gladiator and Prometheus. I'm sure you guys don't like Prometheus, but for me, I don't know. That was pretty heady stuff. Gettysburg, The Joker. So you're talking about Batman? Lawrence of Arabia, Lonesome Dove, yeah. Oh man, we're gonna have to sign off here pretty soon. I'm getting so hungry. You guys gonna watch some fireworks tonight? Hopefully. Let's look at a few more stones. I'm at the back opposite corner of the cemetery. Maybe we'll get a good shot here of Lake Michigan for you. I see a sailboat out there. Beautiful day to be on the water. Let's walk over to the edge, see what we got. The new Midway, yeah, let me tell you about the Easy Rider. That's another good one. So the new Midway movie, do you know where he's in the Dauntless and they're coming in near the beginning of the movie and he gets shot and has to bail out and he gets sucked out. I can tell you firsthand, by the way, I didn't almost have to get up and walk out of the movie, but it was like, that was so much what it was like for real, because I did that, not on purpose, in that TBM Avenger. So if you look right out there, you see a little bit of blue. You're gonna get a little bit of shot of Lake Michigan. You guys see that all right? Beautiful day here in Chicago. We are way north. Way north. I'm in Waukegan at Oakwood Cemetery. That's where I'm at. Oakwood. And I was hoping that another train would come. We are by the train tracks here. Jeep Girl Penny went on a ride. Yeah. The Avenger had tremendous losses. Yeah, it did. So many of those planes did. Britain. That was having flown it and owned it. That was kind of a scary airplane. That was a lot of engine on a big rust bucket, a big bucket of bolts. This is a beautiful, look at the urn up here with the veil between lives. Mad Max with Mel Gibson and Tina. Tina is, she's hot. She's still probably hot. Boy, oh boy, something about her. They say her legs are insured. Just like that host of, what was that host? I can't remember her name. Who died? Eva died. 1934, internal injuries in an auto accident. Yes. Good job. Can you email me that? And if we can find info, facesforgottentoday@gmail.com. Somebody, if you hear me, if you hear me, please email me that. And if we can get and sometimes Deb, we can find pictures. I'll come back and we'll do the story and we'll remember them. Because as we look out here, as you know, each of these monuments and the plethora of monuments in the ground that you can't see, each one has a story. And most of them will, as I always say, it will be lost in the sands of time. We'll never find out. But some of these stories we can find out. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go get the Barbie going. And then I'll see you, any of you who can make it tonight. I'll understand if you can't, fireworks and all that, 8 p.m. Central Time. I'll be there, and we'll see you there. The rest of you have a great 4th of July holiday. I'll be back next week. We've got a lot of good stuff coming. I'm going to keep trying to do 3 a week. Sometimes it'll be 2 a week. But I got a good backload of stuff. 2 more episodes. Go to Harmin's channel. I'll put the link in this below here. Harmin, Infamous Crime Locations. Put the link in there. Or search. I'll put the link in here once I get home and download all this. And there's 2 episodes. One is about the Spilatro brothers, and we went to the actual location. And then the other one is, and we got deep into it. And the other one, I'm not going to tell you. I shouldn't have probably told you. Hopefully, I'm not spoiling it for Harmin. But I'm just excited. But the other one is like really good, and it's one that I didn't cover in Chicago that you're going to love. Anyway, have a great 4th of July. I will catch you guys soon, okay? And as I'll say, stay safe, all right? See ya.